I was really excited to test out this item, guys. It's the Vox Omnium. So what it does is when you cast a core skill, you're going to shoot out 2 instances of Firebolt, Frostbolt, or Spark, but that matches your last 2 non-core. So if that means if I activate, let's say, Ice Armor, and then I use Flame Shield, the next core skill, it doesn't matter what the core skill is, it will always shoot out Ice Armor and Flame Shield, like attribute stuff. So that would then apply a Fire Bolt as well as a Frost Bolt. If I activate a lightning skill like Teleport, then it would shoot out the Spark. Now, unfortunately, how the projectile works, well, if you see how it works, I mean, I just wish they tested this out once. Well, it doesn't even hit the target. Like, I'm using Chain Lightning here, but if I was to activate something that is just like a fireball right here, right? Well, the fireball will hit, but the other 2, they split out in opposite like directions. So unless you're within kissing distance, well, it's gonna have a problem. So it doesn't work like that. But then I was like, okay, wait, hold on. I could just go back to the old firewall build because remember, all the mastery skills got coded to be core skills, right? And then at that point, you could think, oh, well, that's easy, right? You could just use firewall, and then it would cast your fire bolts. Well, unfortunately, this does not work. You can see this will shoot out all of the, I'll convert them all to fire, but it does not work. Yeah, so if I use the core skill, it's tagged as a core skill. Now, let's see if it actually works with other things, because I was kind of excited to test this out. But if it doesn't work with the mastery, well, that's really unfortunate. Well, it does work with that, and what I think is even crazier is it gains attributes of whatever it's shooting. So, Ball Lightning, pretty slow skill, right? Look how slow these go. So, there could be some interesting bugs and other things with this, but unfortunately, the idea of making a firewall build, it can't really work with it because you get 2 shots of it. It was a really cool idea, and you can already get it if you ran a staff anyways, but it would just make that seamless transition of not requiring the firewall to be casted. But there could be some other plays with this. Let's see what happens if we use Blizzard. It doesn't even work. So, interesting to see that like some of these just don't simply apply to it. Let's see, what, it doesn't not even work with. So it looks like with Meteor, it also does not even work. So some of the skills simply just don't work. I just wish this had a little bit more testing. So I guess you have to be within kissing distance, and if you really want to, you can try some other things. But I was also curious to see if Might would work with the thing, and Might does work with it. Because how Might works is when you cast a, well, it says basic skills grant. Sometimes in Diablo it says casting whatever does whatever, or you know, mana spent, it doesn't work as the same as like you casting a skill, because there's a lot of things. This whole thing is like very, very buggy. But I was hoping that this would actually proc some of the mana stuff over there. But there's also another brand new sword that we can mess around with, so we can still do some other stuff. But unfortunately, because we're not Barbarian and hold 4 weapons, well, you can't run Vox Omnium plus the other like sword that lets you get like more basic skill damage. So you'd still be running some of the older stuff, but it is an interesting item. I figured I'd just showcase some stuff off, just in case someone wanted to build it and had the same idea that I had, which was like a smooth firewall firebolt build. It doesn't work, because it only works when you cast a core skill, except for when you cast a core skill that happens to be Meteor, Blizzard, Firewall, but it works with Ball Lightning. But yeah, now, actually, you know what? We should, oh, hold on. This is now becoming a theory craft video. I just thought of this. What if I made Ball Lightning spin? Because it gains properties of the speed at which Ball Lightning travels. What if we run Ball Lightning orbit? Can we have an orbit? That's actually another cool idea. I like where this is going. Sometimes I end up having like a video idea, and then I'll just come up with other things along the ways. So we need to actually run, we'll stop running recharge, and then we'll run something else. So let's swap recharge for the Ball Lightning to orbit our character. So now that we have Ball Lightning orbiting, what actually happens when we use the ability? This is cool, man. I like this idea. All right, so let's try it. So oh, okay, so it does not spin. What's weird is it still makes them fire like ultra slow. Okay, there might, like, if there's only like damage with slower projectiles or something like that, like we can get some crazy damage where it ramps up as it gains, you know, distance or something, or the time that it's out, so it does not spin like ball lightning. That was a cool idea though. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up at least for this part of our little idea with Vox Omnium. I'll try to make like an actual build with it, but yeah, I was just more interested to see if it would count. And also, if you're wondering, this is actually another important thing though. This is the last thing that I did want to test out. Because how Pain Gorger works is it works off of another skill activating, and so you'll see that there's a little thing on top of it, and hopefully that it still works. I'm hoping it still does the damage. I'd have to aim like slightly off over here. It's getting the burn damage, but at least still can up. I'm hoping that that still applies. Yeah, it's just it says when a basic skill first hits a marked enemy, so it should work. And this could be actually interesting because if you played something that can basically hit lots of targets to actually spread the damage around correctly, I think this actually has some potential. But again, I just wanted to go ahead and showcase that the item. This is a quick. It's supposed to be a quick video, not like a really long theory craft one. But we'll do more testing. But that's Vox Omnium, the brand new sorceress item that has some potential if they fix the bugs that make it so the core skills don't work and make them actually work. It's kind of cool. But what do you guys think about? What other ideas do you guys have? Let me know down below.